Hello, Mr. Yatsky here, and I am tired of all this rain. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to get back into our classroom at our wonderful school. But for now, I thought it would be fun to do something fun at home. So, you know how we are expert scientists on butterflies now? Well, I thought it would be fun if we could draw one. So if you would like to learn how to draw a butterfly with me, you need to go and grab a blank piece of paper and your coloring stuff. Go ahead and pause the video so you can get what you need, and as soon as you're ready, come back and press play and we will get started. I cannot wait to see what all of you create. I think it's going to be really neat. So now that you have your materials, we're going to go ahead and get started with the very first step. Remember, if you need more time, pause the video so you can keep working, and then go ahead and press play when you're ready to move on. So the very first step to drawing our butterfly, we're going to start with its body. Right in the middle of the page, I'm going to start by making an oval. So we have an oval, and that's the middle of the butterfly's body. So I think we call that the thorax. Then we're going to draw the butterfly's head. So we're going to go to the top of the oval right up here, and we're going to make an upside down U. It's kind of like we're drawing a circle but not completing it. So that's the head, and the very last part of the butterfly's body is the abdomen, which is the bottom part. To do that, we're going to go underneath our big oval, and we are going to make an even skinnier U shape. Once you've drawn all three of the butterfly's body parts, we are going to go in and draw the antennas. So I'm going to go up to the top of the butterfly's head, and I'm going to do a small antenna going off to the right, and then I'm going to do a small antenna going off to the left. After the antenna, now we can start by drawing the wings. So the wings are going to be a little interesting. We're going to start on the right side of the butterfly's body, and we're going to make a line that goes upward, just like that. Whatever we do on this side, we're going to make sure that we do it on the other side as well. So after you make the first line for the wing, do the same thing with the second line. So our butterfly's wings, we're just getting started with those. Now I'm going to make the bottom part of the top wings. And butterflies have two wings. The one on the top is called the forewing. So we're drawing those right now. I'm going to go to the middle of this oval, and I'm going to make a line that goes outward like this. And then I need to do the same thing going the other way. Another line going outward. Notice how these lines are not as long as our first ones. The next part, we're going to start drawing the bottom wings, which are called the hind wings. To do that, we are going to draw another curvy line that goes downward, just like this. Same thing on the other side, another curvy line that goes downward. And just like that, we have the outline of our wings. We're going to connect our wings with a curvy line. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to go down, and you can even do some ridges if you want, some squiggly lines, however you decide. Same thing on the other side. We're going to just go down and then bring it back over, just like that. For the hind wings, the ones on the bottom, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to start in the corner here and move over just a little bit. And I'm going to make an even curvier line that goes all the way down. Your lines do not have to be straight. It's okay if they're not. Not every butterfly wing looks the same. Same thing on this side. I'll start in the corner here, and I'll move over just a little bit, and I'm going to make another really, really curvy line where I go out and then back in. So just like that, we have the outline of the entire butterfly. Now we're going to get to the tricky part. The tricky part is going to be drawing all the patterns on the wings. So we're going to start on the right wing, and remember, whatever we do here, we're going to do over here as well. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to make a line that follows the bottom of the wing. I'm going to go about halfway across the wing, maybe a little more. What I'm trying to make is a little triangle shape. It's going to go up, and then it's going to come back down just like that. I'm making a little triangle shape. I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. I'm going to start over here next to the body. I'm going to make a line that follows the wing about halfway, and I'm going to turn that into a little triangle. And it's okay if both of these shapes don't look exactly the same. Completely fine. The next part, I'm going to go on top of this triangle, and I'm going to make a raindrop shape. So my raindrop shape is going to start over here, and it's going to follow the top of the wing, curve back around, and it's going to meet back where we started. Same thing on the other side. And again, don't worry if they don't look the same. That's completely okay. Follow the shape of the wing, curve it around, and bring it right back to where we started. So we're making good progress. After you've done these two shapes, we're going to go in and we're going to draw some smaller shapes. Right next to the triangle, I'm going to go ahead and make another sort of rectangle or oval shape, whatever you decide. I'm going to make one here, and then I'm going to do one right next to it, which is going to be a little smaller. So I've got a big shape. It's kind of shaped like a candy corn. So I have a big candy corn shape and a little candy corn shape. And I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. So I've got a bigger shape right here. And then next to it, I'm going to do an even smaller one. And these do not have to look exactly the same. That's completely okay. So after I do that part, I'm going to work on some even smaller circles now. I'm going to start by putting two circles right next to each other. I'm on the right wing over here. Two circles. And then above that, or right off to the side, I'm going to do two smaller ones. 1, 2. I'm putting them right next to each other. The last thing I'm going to do is right near the edge of the wing, I'm going to put 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. So we have a pattern over here. I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other side. I'm going to start by putting 2 circles or ovals right next to each other. And then right next to that, I'm going to put a couple more smaller ones. And then I'm going to try to make these fit. If they don't fit or they don't look perfect, that's okay. But I'm going to put 3 of them right in a row. Now, we're going to take a break from the fore wings, and we're going to go back down to the hind wings and work on those. To do the hind wings, I'm going to start right in the middle here, and I'm going to make a large raindrop. So I'm going to start here and here. Remember, whatever I do on this side, I need to do on this side. So I'm going to come down and around and bring our loop right back to where we started. I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. We'll come down around, and we'll bring it right back to the beginning. So they're 2 raindrop shapes. After our raindrop shapes, I'm going to make an even bigger one next along the side of the wing. This one's going to be really skinny, and we're going to follow the shape of the wing, just like we've been doing. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to go down. This one's going to go a little further, almost to the bottom, and I'm going to curve it back around, following the side of the wing, and I'm going to bring it straight back to where I began. And don't worry if your lines are a little off, because a lot of this we're going to color black. Same thing on this side. Follow the side of the wing. Make this loop a little longer. We're going to curve it back around to where we started. Now this next part's going to be a little tricky. We're going to make some smaller shapes. I'm going to start next to my giant raindrop shape, and I'm just going to make a line that goes like this. Then I'm going to just follow the shape of the wings. So I'm going to follow the lines, and I'm just going to sort of make some smaller shapes. They don't have to be perfect. This looks like a backwards D, the letter D. We're just making some random circle shapes, whatever you would like. It does not matter how you make them. This next one, I might kind of do the same thing. Maybe I'll make this one over here a little different, but each one is getting smaller and smaller. And then how about I put one more kind of like that. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. I might even be able to fit another one. However you decide to do that. So you're just going to make some shapes. We're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to just start sort of over here. We're going to just make random shapes, circles, however you decide. Try to do maybe 3 of them or 4 of them. They could be any shape you want. I'm trying my very best to follow the shape of the wings. If you don't do that, that's completely okay. So let's do one more like that. So now we have a bunch of patterns on our butterfly. And the last thing we're going to do with our butterfly is we're going to add a few more spots on all of the wings. Most butterflies have really small white spots that we're going to put all over the place. And you can put these wherever you would like. I'm going to start down over here, and I'm just going to do some random shapes. You can put as many or as few as you would like. You can spread them out. You can make some bigger, some smaller, whatever you decide. But I'm going to try to fit them all over the place. Because all of these spots that we're drawing, we're not really going to color them in. We're going to keep those white. So I'm just going to put as many as I can. You put as many as you can. And then we'll keep going. So I've got them on the right side now. Then I'm going to quickly go over and do the left side. Just some small spots. And we'll do maybe a few more over here. You can also add other shapes if you feel like you don't have enough space and you want to put more. You can definitely do that as well. So that, I believe, completes our butterfly. I might really quickly add the eyes. A couple spots over here for the eyes. And I'll just leave those white. Maybe I'll put a couple dots over here on the side of its body. You can do this however you would like. But other than that, I believe we are all ready to color. So I'm going to go ahead and start coloring my butterfly, and I cannot wait for you to color yours and hopefully show us. You can show me, you can show your classmates at school what it looks like. I think it's going to be really exciting, but go ahead and have fun. and do your best. Color it however you would like.